The year is 2009. It is a peaceful and quiet Sunday morning. Maybe a bit too quiet. It is a lonely place.
I'm almost falling in a coma now.
The few people that are actually here seem exhausted, finished, trying to recover from something.
It's like you're talking to someone that got really drunk last night, had an awesome time, and it doesn't remember how he got into bed. But I did get in bed undressed.
I went to bed at 6 a.m. I was awakened at 6:20 by my snoring roommate. I went back to sleep at 6:25. The sun was up when I went to bed. The sun is still up. I'm eating. I'm reading the daily Eurofurence, one of Europe's finest publications.
They seem like they are from a different planet.
My first coffee, and Eurofurence is over. I don't know what to do now.
Like they just woke up from a dream.
9 o'clock in the morning. It's cold. All the clocks have stopped. I don't understand it. Everything's frozen. I saw a dog in the yard a minute ago. It was just still. Almost like we're in between times. It's strange. There is beer here. But it tastes like milk. Now I know why everybody sleeps through this period. Everything is backwards.
What has happened here? How did it all come to this? Well, let me tell you a story. It all began when the young cheetah was looking for advice from Madame Takiri.
Salam alaikum, Madame Takiri. I need your help.
My help? How exactly can I help you, my dear?
My life, it is empty. I don't feel any excitement anymore. You are a wise lady, and I need an idea, a perspective, something I can focus on. What will my future bring?
I see. Well then, let me try to help you as best as I can. I will commune with the spirits within my magical crystal. They will help me with finding your answers. I see excitement. People. Lots of people. And animals. And there will be a very busy time ahead of you, full of challenges you never had to face before. But it will be rewarding. It will be very rewarding.
And so she told him a story about the exciting times that were ahead of him.
So, amphibious?
awake today. I've got something to say, can you hear me now? You better make way. I've got something to say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm awake today. I've got something to say, can you hear me now? No need to obey. I've got something to say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Telekom, wenn du das jetzt irgendwann mal anguckst, eben kam die saugeile Idee, so ein Wagen bei dem Beladen, so im Stop-Motion-Prinzip und einfach wieder immer eine Linie verschwinden lassen. Das wäre doch wunderbar für dich zum Aufnehmen. Und bevor ich jetzt hier weiter reinkurze, höre ich lieber den zu, der mich gerade voll...
If you want to eat dinner, you'll have to cook it first. The young cheetah had no idea where this proverb came from, and maybe even Madame de Curie had no idea herself. But after her magic crystal revealed these images, he quickly understood what it tried to tell him.
looks a little different than I remember. But it's still beautiful as ever.
Not me, him. Right here. I'm already on BBF. No, it's okay. You're gonna
It's past midnight when I enter the club. By the time when the freaks come up, I'm rich on personality, laughing the most frequently. No matter how experimental, I'm a high potential. Like a movie star, I'm flying in, moving my hips, and I keep my chin. That is so cute. That is so cute.
You're the ultimate answer.
Oh, that's the wrong camera. Can I do a newspeak on camera?
I got such a swing anyone else could see. Step this way and let your mind be free. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, that's the first. That's what you hear most.
I'm in the U.S. Army. They got that shitty gray.
Somewhere around there, but in Finland we had that one. But nowadays in Army they have the 2005 models. Okay. That you can see. Verdammt.
Was passiert, wenn man die optische Achse kreuzt?
Ich weiß es nicht, aber man soll nie die Strahlen kreuzen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and the privilege to say welcome to Eurofurence 15. All right. Now, I want everyone to give a round of applause to our guest of honor, Mr. Jimmy Chin. He's not only an artist and animator, but also, I think, among the fursuiters, one of the most well-known characters there are. You might know him as Yippee Coyote, and I have the fondest memories. Actually, your fursuit was one of the first I saw. It was back at Conference 7.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Yeah, such as I. I've just asked my second in command, did I forget anything? He says, no. No, wait! Of course, these are the other members of the board, in case you don't know them. This is Löwy, our accountant and registration manager. This is Nighthawks, who's the real chairman. He's the second chairman, but he does more chairman work than I do. Have a good evening.
got 1, 2, 3, beat 'em all in memory. Got me everybody loves me.
sounds so strange, but interesting. There must be more.
Oh, I haven't told you everything yet. All good things come to those who wait. There is more indeed, my dear. I see fun. I see laughter. I see...
See what? Don't be vague. Tell me about everything you see. What else is there?
You are impatient, my dear. I can only tell you what my magic crystal shows me, and only when it does. But perhaps there, yes. I can see... No, I can hear that there will be music. I see games and
snarl and rip.
The curious cheetah listened as Madame Daiquiri continued discovering things in her magic crystal, revealing more and more details about the event that he was about to encounter.
All the strings are broken, the bows are thrashed, and the wood is cracked. And there's naught but silence in the land of Fae. And all creatures look to each other to decide who is the winner. And we all can guess who the winner is, because it's a redhead thing. That's what they do. So, I was very inspired by watching this happen, and I thought, you know, if that changeling can do it, so can I. And so, with a little practice on the sly, a few tips from the leprechauns, because they have it in for the fairy queen, I learned how to play fiddle. And this is my story. I call it He of the She. I think there's a tune called Devil Goes Down to Limerick, or something like that. It's very similar. By winter's light on solstice night I watched the wild hunt go. With silver bells and savage yells my frozen heart laid low. I watched them ride to the mortal side, but I never tried to leave. I'd been self-banned of fairyland, forever there to grieve. The hunting horn and the sun reborn called them from human ground. The furry queen caused quite a scene with the artifact she found, a little wooden fiddle that she stole from mortal man. She played with glee so perfectly as only fairies can. That simple song before too long made my whole body shake. For deep inside, no more to hide, my soul was now awake. The fairy chain that bound my pain was shattered by her tune. My frozen heart would break apart, I had to get out soon. Be it carved from out the finest wood and strung with silver string, only mortal trust to fairy dust can make a fiddle sing. Then suddenly Her Majesty gazed at me cold and hard. I'd like to know where you would go, my humble, hapless bard. The world out there is cruel to bear, but if you needs be free, prove that you can, my mortal man, play better than the she. Her challenge played, all bets were laid. She beckoned unto me. I took the little fiddle, and I held it tenderly, remembering the painful thing from which I'd run away. I made a choice with this new voice to face it here today.
We have no eyes! Where are the eyes? Where are the eyes?
Who are you? Can't see you. Where are...
You're smelly? You're smelly! Oh my god, you're smelly.
Der kann sagen, guck mal her. Looks Chinese.
Ich hab noch
I'm looking Chinese now. I need glasses.
I say live, but looking out there in the audience, that may be an exaggeration. Now I'm going to need a little help with this evening's introduction. So before you all think you're going to be subjected to another evening of awful singing and Monty Python, let's bring out onto the stage my three lovely assistants for this evening. Sweet and low, equal and splendor. Excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Equal. A word, please. That's not splendor. In fact, that rabbit looks cheap, nasty, and rather tasteless. What's he called? Little? Well, what kind of a name is that? He represents good value? Well, if you say so, where's splendor then? Ill? Terminal, you say? Myxomatosis? Well, he was a funny colour. So where is he now? Touring America? On an all-expenses-paid holiday? Oh, dear. Right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. As they say, the show must go on. First up, costume presentation. It's very important to make sure you look your best at all times. As you can see, our first example is impeccable. Everything's carefully tucked in. He's well maintained, and nothing looks like it's about to fall off if someone was to suddenly sneeze. He's all bunny, and he's ready to go. Our second example is also looking pretty good, but that fur could really use a good brushing. Remember, it's important to brush your costume carefully before going out, and again after each wash. Yes, I'm afraid you did hear that correctly. You are supposed to wash them. But more about that in a moment. Now everyone, doesn't that look better already? And our final example is, he's ready for a fur meet in London. We all know the Americans have the right to bear arms, but you don't have to take it literally. Now would also be a good time to talk about cleanliness. It's very important to wash your costumes after wearing them to stop those nasty smells forming. Don't be shy about asking your friends to give it the good old right guard test. Yeah, bit poggy. Well, go on then. Only a true friend will tell you if you smell like an old sock. Is he okay then? Next up we have performance. It's important to remain in character and be active at all times, as even the shortest pause can look like something is terribly wrong. As you can see here, the bunnies are always looking around, keeping aware, and look, a bunny hop, followed by a nose beep. Perfectly in bunny character, they could almost be real if it weren't for their vomit-inducing colour scheme. But over here, it's all gone wrong, hasn't it? Is he even still alive? Come on, you two. Let's see if you can help him out. Well, that's a little better, but not really appropriate, is it? You're supposed to be a sweet, lovable bunny. What kind of things do bunnies do? No. Let's try that again, shall we? We'd better move on. Remember, interaction with small people or children will require extra care. At this point, we would normally ask for help from the audience to play the part of a small child. But quite frankly, you're all too scary tonight. It's a good job our research team has spent many months hard at work, developing and refining this ultra-realistic, high-tech audience simulator. For some, there really is no hope. The use of props follows on nicely from performance. A well-chosen prop can really enhance your character and presentation, and also gives you something to do, instead of just standing there like a rabbit in the headlights. So, rabbits, what have you got? Not bad. A bit predictable, of course, but lots of fun to bounce around. And at least it's not a bloody traffic cone. Squeaky toys are great for attracting attention, and can even be a comic way to communicate with your audience. But please don't forget that they can soon become tiresome and somewhat annoying. But ladies and gentlemen, please do try and remember, not all props are suitable. Finally tonight, we reach a thorny issue which seems to baffle many. What's suitable for a convention may not be right for the unsuspecting public out and about on the streets of your local major city. This problem can be summed up easily in one very simple question. Where should you need to be wearing your underwear? Sweet and low? Good, that's right. Underneath your costume. Now, equal. Good. No need for any mystery shorts here. And lastly, little. Now that's just not right, is it? And the same goes for that too. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that we've given you a few pointers for the next time you're out costuming in a convention. Or maybe going for that leisurely stroll around the middle of London. Thank you and a very good night.
You're never gonna have sex again now, are you? Oh, hello! It was him on my shoulder made me say that. Do you have something you want to do? Do you have something you want to present? Is the person you want to present it to here in the audience? Why don't you go point that person out and I'll ask that person to come on the stage? Oh, the goofy lady in the front, would you come on to stage a moment here? May I introduce Der Teufel? Der Teufel has something he wants to give to you. Do we have a picture? And thus, if I am on an airplane, and sometimes when you're on an airplane you hear, boom! Ladies and gentlemen, if there is a medical professional on board, please ring your flight attendant call button. I'm not a medical professional, but in some cases I might be the best thing they have. So I always wait 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If I hear, boom! All right, they don't need me. Back to sleep. On my way to Australia, I heard, boom! Ladies and gentlemen, medical professional. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, crap. Well, I didn't have to go far because I just looked this way. And in the row next to me, there was a commotion going on. Something was happening. I saw people leaning over. And I stood up and said,
"Excuse me, I am an emergency first responder. I am trained to handle these situations. Allow me, please, to assist."
And people moved away. There was a young lady who was sitting by the window, and she looked something like this. I went over and I said,
"Miss, I am a trained first responder. May I assist you?" And she went,
charmed indeed. So, Miss Hoyle, started asking the questions. Do you understand me? Are you diabetic? She was showing signs to me of a possible diabetic emergency. And I was trying to ascertain what might be wrong with her. And then, from the seat behind, this tiny little lady, 4 centimeters high, from Korea, dressed in the habit of a Catholic nun, climbed up the back of the seat and said, "I'm a nurse." I said, "Oh, well, yeah, you couldn't reach the button. That's why you didn't push it." "Well, sister, you're in charge. You're more qualified. You're in charge." So she slid down the seat and landed on the arm like this, and she picked up a gum wrapper. And she's trying to fan the girl. And she said to me, she turned around, she said, "Gloves, oxygen." I went to the flight attendant. "Gloves, oxygen. That's my job. I'm done now." Well, she's got the little gum wrapper and she's waving the girl's face, trying to get her some air. Well, I had a big, soft cover book. I handed it to her. "Sister, use this." So sister took my book. And she's giving her air, waving air, and I looked at her, I went, "This is a Catholic nun. This is a lady of God. I just handed her the gospel of the flying spaghetti monster." I quickly took it away from her and gave her Gideon's Bible instead. Uh-oh, that's the wrong one. She never gave that one back. Come to think of it.
All right, so let's get down to business here, okay? Hamburger helper, chicken helper, tuna helper. Baby helper? Baby helper! It is because I am a genius. Do not feel sad that you did not think of it. I am just a brainiac. I will make millions. Just make the world a better place. Just add milk and a baby. More food, less noise. You have thought of it too. I know you have. Every time you go into a house that has a bunch of babies everywhere, you want to say, "Yeah, you gonna eat that?" They're just laying around everywhere. Nobody's doing anything with them.
No, they're not going to college later. You think they're gonna grow up and become doctors and lawyers and you'll get so rich that you can replace your toilet paper with Pamela Anderson's face, but you won't. They're just gonna get big and destructive and they're gonna piss you off so much that you're gonna wanna throw them on a grill anyway. All they're gonna do is give you the finger and puke on you until you buy them a copy of World of Warcraft. But by that time, it will be too late. That's why you must eat them now while they are tender and juicy and cannot press charges. Everywhere, all over the world, babies are just piling up like little hors d'oeuvres. With little built-in sirens so you can locate them when you're hungry. They're like little distress beacons made out of meat. They even stink a little bit so deaf people can find them and eat them too. Babies are meant to be food. What else could they possibly be for? When's the last baby prevented a nuclear disaster? Name every baby to win the Nobel Peace Prize, huh? How many babies have contributed to a treatment for syphilis? You can't deflect bullets with them, they don't bounce, they don't even make good doorstops. The only problem babies can solve is world hunger. Nom, nom, nom.
From a gentleman in Australia saying, yeah, we'd like you to come down here. I said, me, what for? Oh, hello. What? Oh. Casillero del Diablo. I think that means the devil's dick. I will happily suck on this. Now, I was on a 747. Has anybody ever flown a 747 before? Colossal aircraft. I got up out of my chair, which was in row 13, and I looked back. Somewhere around row 9,300, I saw again the commotion, people bending over, people looking at something. So I put on my hiking shoes, I packed some clothes to change into, and I started back. Should've gone. Somewhere around row 6,940, I stopped to have dinner. At about row 11,000, I built a campfire and slept for the night. And the next morning, I made my way back to row 13,500. And this time, it was a little worse. In the window seat, a gentleman in the grip of a grand mal epileptic seizure. Have you ever seen one? You don't want to see one. The poor man thrashing wildly, unconscious, frothing at the mouth, making horrible sounds. And people were very scared. It's a scary thing to see this, and they were terrified, but I was there. I am qualified. Emergency management man, step out of the way, please. And I saw this man having a seizure. And they're saying, oh, you must put something in his mouth. No, 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 that is a myth. Just let him go. As long as he's not going to do anything, hurt himself, he starts pounding his fist on the window of the plane. I thought, oh, fuck. But then he stopped. Okay, good. And his seizure started to come down. Red material began to bubble out of his mouth and run down his chin. And somebody said, oh my God, that's blood. He's bitten his tongue. I said, do not panic, madam. I am an expert in these matters. That is not blood. That is wine. Cabernet, in fact. Ravenswood, 2007. And the lady said, oh, you must be a connoisseur. I said, no, madam, I am a lush. She said, what's the difference? I said, it's whether you spit or swallow.
3, 2, 1.
Just moved to Los Angeles recently, and it's very interesting being there. I get to go over there with, I hear that it's very lovely. I hear that there's a beach somewhere near my house, but you can't see it for all the violence and brown people. So, but, come there sometime, I swear to God. It's really cool though, because now I get to join in things like, you know, gay riots. Did you hear about the gay riots? Had gay riots. See, they had gay marriage for a while in California, and then they turned it down. And then the gay people rioted. They call it the gay riots. Gay people can't riot. It was a gay community stroll. I was watching it live on the internet. The helicopter feeds were being piped right into my computer. And here they come, man. They're a line of pissed off gay people, 48 billion miles long, marching down the highway, and the police lights are flashing, and the sirens, and the spotlights from the helicopters, and they've got signs, and they're yelling, and they're pissed off now, man. They're pissed off now. And right as soon as it looked like they were starting to flip over cars and set nuns on fire, they walked by a shopping center. And half the people in the protest, I swear to God, dropped their signs and frolicked into the stores. This is why gay people can't riot. Because some part of their brain is always thinking about decorative towels. And every protest has got to go by a shopping center sooner or later, unless you have it in like a potato field in Poland, where there's fewer gay people than there are teeth. We want stuff. We want stuff. We want things. Oh, look, it's a sale. Come on, girls. It just leaves the lesbians. We want flannel. We want flannel. But, I am not here to make a political statement. I am a mere stand-up comic. I am just here to spread the hate. Because hate is fun.
I recognize that voice.
Dude!
I don't see him.
But, excuse me a second. Hang on.
Is he just
okay
blasted?
here?
We have a passed out gentleman here in the front. He probably needs
Security,
to be...
may we please?
Yeah.
Europlast, are you available? You have a medic?
It's probably booze.
Never
but
mind.
You never know.
Take care of this. Whatever he drank, get me some, please. Okay, we're all set. Pay no attention to the drunk over in the corner. He'll be us in about 20 minutes.
Where's Connie? PhD in hoping.
Oh, I love this audience. You guys clap on time and everything. That's so cool. You know, you get into those pubs and they're all like half schnookered, you know, and they're like, all right. Well, I'm going to try a new one on you now. This is a new song. It's hopefully going to be on, well, it'll probably be on the next album because the next album is either going to be this show or something similar to it, and it will have this song on it. This is what happens when I stay away from my wife too long. She is a goddess, and for those of you out there that are hoof and horn oriented, you'll appreciate this song. This is written for the goddess and the goddess's consort, which is, of course, the stag of the forest. Wild and warm and wet and green walks the goddess when she's ready. Shadow lit and seldom seen, saved by eyes so wide and steady. He raises up his antlered head, sends her gentle breathing, rises from his forest bed with blood that's hot and seething. The fern-laid floor, her kirtle green and flowing. He follows closely, yet no more is done without her knowing. She meets up with the river's edge, turns about with outstretched hand. He leaps across the bramble hedge, bows his head at her command. Dance, my lady, dance with me. Let me be a star in your moonlit sea. Let me lead you through my forest home, lay you down in soft pine loam, your kirtle green so gently torn, as we dance the dance of the hoof and horn. Hoof to foot and horn to hand, they dance amongst the ages. Silver tine and ivy strand, the magic sought by mages. Stars of sweat upon the brow, heavy breath upon the breeze. All the trees are spinning now with wild enchanted melodies. Dance, my lady, dance with me. Let me be a star in your moonlit sea. Let me lead you through my forest home, lay you down in soft pine loam, your kirtle green so gently torn, as we dance the dance of the hoof and horn. As the dawn begins to crack, she smiles at him so sweetly, climbs up on his velvet back, her kirtle torn completely. He leaps throughout the tangled wood, leaps across the river's foam, to lay her gently as he would upon the softly scented loam. Lord of woods and meadows wide, I feel a wound you've tried to hide. Let me gaze into your soul, help you to be sound and whole. I'll place my love within your heart, and thus from me you'll never part. Though hoof and horn are sharp and hard, my snow-white pelt is hunter-scarred. For I've been sought for strength and power, and should have perished this last hour. But all wounds heal when they are held within your hand, great goddess of the wooded land. Dance, my lady, dance with me. Let me be a star in your moonlit sea. Let me lead you through my forest home, lay you down in soft pine loam. Your kirtle green so gently, gently, gently. Dance, my lady, dance with me. Let me be a star in your moonlit sea. Lead you through my forest home, lay you down in soft pine loam. Your kirtle green so gently torn, as we dance the dance of the hoof and horn. Hoof and horn, hoof and horn. Dance the dance of hoof and horn.
baby! I'm telling you, we've got the shit going on. It's all gonna be great. It's gonna go down really soon.
I know how we have to react.
Euphoria.gk. Euphoria Troll. Shameless promotion. Can I just say,
Oh, really? Can you show me that?
I'll show you that.
What's your room number?
346. 346.
Thank you, sir.
I'm never leaving at home. It's hot.
Magic Crystal kept revealing more and more pictures of the events that were to come. And suddenly, as if by magic, they even left the boundaries of the location, spreading all